Hello friends, I am Kanu Thakur and in this video we are going to create a fully functional WhatsApp UI clone in which we are going to include its designing and prototyping. And before we begin, let me tell you that if you haven't watched the first part of this video, then go and check it out first. Link will be available in the description or in the I tag, and subscribe to this channel to get notified for latest videos. Alright, I am Kanu Thakur back here again with and welcome you all in the second part of creating WhatsApp UI clone. So I am here back again with some new color palettes, some new character styles and some new icons here to add into our WhatsApp UI clone and make it more interactive and fully functional. First of all, we are going to modify this chats page, and for that I have some amazing contacts to add into it. So let me show you how I am going to add. In the previous video we have applied a repeat grid here through which we are able to repeat this same contact. Now we are going to change this image and I'm going to show you how you can change all these images and add multiple images at the same time. So right click on the image and then here is the option of replace image, then click on it. Here I have this all contacts and I am going to add all of them into this. So select all these images and then click import. And as you can see here, all those images are just imported here. It is just in one click, so we don't need to do that manually. Now we are going to change their names and put their original name. So let me minimize this repeat grid and I'm just making it up to 5 contacts. Now I'm going to speed up this as I'm just writing down name and message. So I will be back again after doing this thing. Now I have changed all these names, but whenever I am doing this repeat grid, again I want to increase its size. I will activate this repeat grid here. But as you can see here, it is giving this same name to all other images also. So we don't want that, we want all individual names there. So for that what we will do is, first of all we will ungroup all of them, and then after ungrouping all those will be selected, again we will add a repeat grid feature. And now this time all these components will be repeated, and as you can see here, these names and their images are exactly matching. So that's a little trick through which we can match all their names and images. Alright, now let's see the desktop preview here. And as you can see here the status bar is fixed and all of the functionality is as we did in the last video. Now we are going to add some functionality into it, but before that we are going to now create this status page, and for that I will select this chat home page and then I will press the key Ctrl+D to duplicate this one. Now here what I will do is, first of all I will decrease the size of this repeat grid, and then I'm also decreasing the size of this artboard. And this is the status page, and in this what is there here, the status will be activated, and for that we are going to select this status text and then we will increase its opacity to 100%. Then this dot will not be there, and again this line will be below this status text as this is the active portion, and this chat, its opacity will be 80%. Now we are going to add an option to add a new status. Now I am just ungrouping them, and here I will keep only 2 contacts and I will delete all other contacts. Okay, so here I am going to replace this image with that of the image of the owner of this WhatsApp, and that is I'm going to replace it with my image. I'm going to delete this and that. Let me ungroup this one. Now all of them are ungrouped here. We can move them easily. And now here I am going to change this name here to my status. Now here this message is going to be tap to add status update. Now this icon will not be there, so I am just deleting it and bring this to this line. Align all the components here. This line also will not be there, so we are just deleting it. Okay, so this is ready, and now we are going to add a green plus button here to add a new status, and for that I have this icon here, and I will duplicate it, or simply I will just copy it from here and select this artboard and paste it here. Now bring this here, align it properly. Now this option is done here. Now we will add label of recent updates and then viewed updates. And for that we are going to select a rectangle tool here, make a rectangle. Then we are going to change its color to this one, and we don't want its border, so I will uncheck this border option. Okay, so after doing this I will simply copy this text. I can do this, Ctrl C, and then paste it here, bring it here, and then change its text to recent update. Now change its size and arrange it. Okay, so now we are going to add a recent status. I will copy this component and then bring it here, and first of all I will ungroup it by right clicking on that component and then ungroup. And here we will delete all those things which are not needed at this point. Here now we will select the ellipse tool and we are going to make a circle. For this circle, its border is going to be of size 3, and then we will add its border color to this one here. I am going to add this image here and then make it center, align it to center by selecting them and then using the alignment tools. Okay, now this is ready here, and we are going to rename quickly. I will change this text here. This status is of official WhatsApp, so it is a verified version, and for that we are going to add this green tick which is of verified. So I will just copy it from here and then select this artboard and paste it here. Okay, so a recent update of status is there, and now we are going to create a label for viewed updates. This status are already seen by the user, so we are giving it name of viewed updates, and then again I will ungroup this, right click and then ungroup this, then delete all those text which are not needed here. So I will delete this icon and this text here. Then we are going to decrease the size of this image and then bring this ring or this ellipse. I will duplicate it and bring it here, bring it to front, align all of them, make it to center by selecting both of them, and then using alignment tool to center this image. This status is seen, so its color is going to be this one. Apply it to border, then do some alignments. Now I will update the time at which this status was updated. Now we are going to select all these components and then make their group using shortcut key Ctrl G. Again we will select this one here and then make it into a group, that is Ctrl G. Done. Simply select them and press Ctrl G. Again this will be a group. Or arranging them in such a way will help us in doing other works. So now this is done, and we are going to change this icon here. So this icon is going to be the icon of a camera, and for that I have this camera here. So simply copy it, again move here and then paste it, align them center here and group them, then arrange it at the center point, increase its size. Now we will change its fill color to white. Now select both of them and then again group them, and as we did earlier, fix their position when they are scrolled. So this is now fixed. Again we will add here a small button which is for writing any status, and for that we will select this ellipse tool, make a circle. Again this circle is going to be around 41, it's okay, and then select the move tool, align it to the center point. So we don't want its borders, we will uncheck its border. Then its fill color is going to be this one, is its fill color, and then we will add here a little drop shadow so that it will give us some more effect. Then it is for writing any status, and for that we will add a pencil icon here, and this is the pencil icon. Simply copy it and then select this and paste it, align it to the center, and as you can see here, this status page is also ready. I will rename it to status. Let's see the preview. Now we need to fix this icon here. We will quickly do that. Select all of these icons, Ctrl G, press, group them and then fix their position. Now this status is completed. Now let's create this calls page. For that again I am going to duplicate this chat home page, and for that shortcut key is Ctrl plus D. After duplicating, first I will rename it to calls. Now we are going to decrease opacity of this chat's text, and its opacity will be 80%, and then we will increase calls opacity to 100%, and doing the same thing that we will move this line and align it to below this calls text. Right now I am just ungrouping it, and I will delete some of them. First of all I will ungroup this also, and in the call section I am going to put some random names. I have deleted all those. I am just keeping this contact here because I don't want to do all these things manually once again. So for that I will just first of all ungroup this one, select it, ungroup it, and first of all delete all those things which are not needed at this point. This will be the text at which this call was taken place, and I will add text here. It will contain text and time, and here whenever there is incoming call or outgoing call, there will be an icon here. So we have this icon, so we will use this icon here and just paste it here and arrange it. Okay, so now this is done. Now we are going to add an icon which will show that this is a video call or this is a voice call, and for that I will add this icon, copy it, and then again select this artboard, paste it here and arrange it. Now here one contact history is created. Now I will select all of them and then group them. We will select all of them and then make a copy and then paste it here. Again bring it downward. This time we are going to change its symbol from this to the outgoing call. We are going to use this red icon here. Just paste it here and arrange it. Now we will make it into the video call, and for that we will select this icon and delete it and add an icon of video camera, and for that select this, copy it, move to this artboard and then select the artboard, paste it, arrange it. As you can see here, calls history of 2 calls are available here, and now we will change their name and images, and I will do that very quickly. I am just adding a placeholder name, and that is friends. I am adding friend here, and this is again going to be friend. I am going to replace this image, and it is going to be one of these. Again I will replace this image. Now what we are going to do is select all of them, because we just want to fill this gap, this history calls history gap, to demonstrate how it will look. So for that we are just using this repeat grid, and we will repeat this feature and repeat it till the end of this artboard. Now here you can see this icon is coming on top of this. So what we'll do is select this icon or select this group and then simply bring them to front, and now you can see it is now on the backward side. And at this point we will ungroup this and we will change this icon to select this icon and then delete it, and we are going to replace it with this icon here, that is place another call or create another call. For that we'll paste it here, align it to center, change its field color to white, and then again do this thing, select all of them, then first of all align them center, align them at the center, and then again press the shortcut key Ctrl+G to group them, and then you can fix it. Simply select this and bring it to front. Let's see the desktop preview. As you can see here that this is the chat page, status page, calls page. So this was it. Now we are going to do some prototyping, and for that we will go into this section. It is for prototyping, and in this we can create its functionality. So here first of all, this is the home page. For making it home page we will check this icon and click on it, and as you can see this is now the home page. Whenever we open this app it will show this page as a home page. Now we want to add those clickability functionality. What we want is whenever we click on this status, it should bring us to this page. Whenever we click on this calls page, it should bring us on this page. So what we are going to do is select this, and then here is this icon. Simply double click on it and then drag it and release it on this status artboard. And as you can see here, it is now connected. These two are connected, and whenever we will click on this status, it will bring me to this artboard. Again we will do the same thing, that select the calls text and then drag it and then drop or release it on this calls page. Okay, so we have done this thing, but let's test this. And whenever we are seeing this desktop preview, whenever I'm clicking it, you can see that it is bringing us, but we don't have this back functionality. Now we will do the same thing for all these artboards. Do these things like bring, this is the chat page, and then whenever someone click on this chat, it will bring us back to this page, and when we are clicking on this calls text, it will bring us on this calls page. Again same thing repeating. Now let's see the desktop preview. And as you can see, whenever I'm clicking on this chat, it is bringing us to chats page, then this status page, and this is calls page. And right now we have added almost all of these functionalities. We have created this one, and now we are going to add this functionality, that whenever we click on this icon or whenever we click on this button, it will bring us to one new page, and at that page we can create a new contact or create a new chat and a new group. For that we are going to select this one, go to the design section, and then duplicate using the shortcut key Ctrl D, and then I will change its name to create contact. After duplicating it and deleting all those components which are not needed, we will simply do these things. Now I am simply deleting all these components which are not needed in this page. Now this text is going to be select contact, and its property is going to be this one. Align it. These two icon will be same as this one here, and we are going to add an arrow icon which will help us to go back to that chat page, and that arrow icon will be, I will use this one here, copy it and then paste it here. Now what we will do is, this is an SVG icon, so first of all we will select it and then change its color to white, and select it, and then here you can see this angle, and now we are going to change its angle to 180 degree, and now you can see it is just showing this back icon. Below this we will add another text, and this will show that how many total contacts we have in our contact list, and so it will display a number and then contacts, and then its text style is going to be this one, which is Arial. Now we will decrease the size of this rectangle here, and its size is going to be 88. Then I will quickly arrange this thing. For decreasing this time, I have made this component here, and you know how to do this because we have created it in this. It is same as creating this chats here, then again making this calls history here. So I'm just not repeating those things because you know how to do that, and I will place this component here. Now what we will do is use the repeat grid feature and repeat this grid as many times as we want here. So we are going to repeat it for this many times, and then here we will do is decrease this spacing between them, and I'm going to make it 5. This is the contact list to show, and before that there will be an option of creating a new group or creating a new contact, and for that what we are going to do is just simply copy one of this button icon. So select it, copy it, and then select this artboard and then paste it, and we will bring it at the top here and decrease its size. Arrange this contact, align it to this grid or this guide here, then this group we will ungroup it. Again go to this icon, delete it, select it, and again make a copy, because this is going to be how whether we want to create a group, new group or not. So go to this here, these two icons are there, that if we want to create a group then we will use this icon, or if we want to create a new contact then we will use this one here. So I'm going to copy these both icons, and then here I will paste it. Now we will resize both of these icons and then arrange it and change its fill color to white. And at this moment we don't want this drop shadow here, so we'll select this and then deselect this drop shadow, or uncheck this drop shadow. Again we will select this and uncheck this drop shadow. Alright, this is done. We will select both of them, just group them, again select this one, group them. Now I'm going to use this text tool, and here we will write this for new group. Again I will make a copy of it, and this will be for creating a new contact. So I will select this. Now we have added this text and then change its style to this one, and it is for new group and contact. It's Helvetica 16. Arrange it to the center point and then bring this and align their margins and all. And now as you can see here, this select contact page is also ready. this is just I use this repeat grid feature just to demonstrate it, and you can definitely change it or fill whatever image or text you want. This is just to demonstrate it, and just see the desktop preview how it looks. So this is the page, it looks like this. This is happening all the time that this status bar is below all these components, so we will fix that, don't worry, and just select it or bring it to the front. Done. Now let's jump to the prototype section, and here in prototype section, whenever we will click on this icon, it will bring us to this select contact page, and whenever on this contact we will select or we will click on this icon right here, it will bring us to, you can choose from here that it will bring us to chat home page. Here you can see this, it is action type is a transition, and destination is also there, animation is dissolved, but this time we want it to slide up, or we want it to slide up. This animation should be of slide up type, and whenever we are clicking on it, it should be of slide down. So it will bring us this effect. So whenever I am clicking on it, it will bring this downward and then bring upward. Let's see the desktop preview. Again, we are going to see the prototype section. You can see here this status is working. This is also working. We can move to this one. Again, whenever we are clicking on this icon, it will bring us to this page where we can create new contact, and we want to go back, then we can go back to the chats page. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button and share this video with your friends. If you are adding new features into this, then let me know on my LinkedIn or on my Instagram. Share this video with your friends and comment down your reviews for this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.